Hard to hold a gun when it's 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, you idiot, Alexa!
The Boys presents Diabolical, 1 + 1 = 2, Episode 8 Explored. The day Homelander lost his innocence and became the monster he is today. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Terry and this is Marvelous Videos. We've reached the end of our journey reviewing the twisted episodes of The Boys Diabolical, as this is the final episode. If you want to look at our take on the previous 7 episodes, you can find them here on our channel. This particular episode we're covering today is basically a Homelander origin story. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Now let's begin.
But let's be honest, it's not really a competition, is it?
1 + 1 = 2. 1 + 1 = 2 is another example of brilliantly portrayed superhero action, this time without attempting overtures towards any single style or genre, similar to Nubian vs. Nubian, but with the anime influences toned down. This is presumably what a whole animated season of The Boys would look like if it ever happened. This chapter starts with the CEO of Vought International, Stan Edgar, introducing a new superhero who will join their crime-fighting family in a press conference. You guessed it, it's the Homelander. As a reporter asks the Homelander why he decided to join Vought, he takes a little time to frame a wonderful American lie, growing up in the town, playing baseball, etc. He does it in order to mask his real origin, which is actually a lab experiment by Vought that created him. But that's not what we'll be talking about in this video. You can find the video on our channel if you want to know about Homelander's real origin. So anyway, the Homelander introduces his partner Black Noir, who will apparently help him with his crime fighting as he's more familiar and experienced with the streets and thugs of New York. Black Noir was already part of the Seven when the Homelander arrived. After the press conference, we see the Homelander walking with Madeline Stillwell, who informs him about how Vought has made Black Noir his partner, so that he can keep an eye on him. She also tells Homelander that he shouldn't allow Black Noir to take center stage while dealing with any problems. Madeline also suggests taking the out of the Homelander, and that he should just be called Homelander. While this conversation happens, we see Black Noir sneakily standing beside the wall and eavesdropping, something which Homelander also notices. The scene cuts to a crisis. A group calling themselves the Chemical Liberation Front have taken 8 hostages in the crew's chemical plant, the reason being that the chemical plant was leaking toxic water to schools, hospitals, etc., leading to deformity in newborn babies and other such problems. So they aren't really bad guys but just activists.
Violence is never the answer.
As Homelander arrives, he is advised to wait for Black Noir and not go inside the plant alone, which he obviously ignores as Madeline's words were still stuck in his head. He attempts to find a peaceful solution on his own, but things swiftly spiral out of control as he kills a hostage accidentally by exploding a gun with his heat vision near the hostage's head. Soon after, he kills every hostage and terrorist there in a fit of rage except for one girl. While Homelander tries to explain to her how he didn't do any of this deliberately, he spots Black Noir standing behind him. Homelander tries to assassinate Black Noir to prevent him from informing Vought International. Instead, he blows up the entire chemical plant after a thrilling chase sequence where Black Noir is literally running for his life. Here comes the twist. The female captive scrambles away, landing in Noir's welcoming arms. He takes her in his arms and snaps her neck. So, rather than telling everyone what occurred, Black Noir assassinates the final witness and instructs Homelander on how to speak to the media by writing it down in a notebook. As Homelander tells the media what Noir told him, they shower him with praise. Despite failing to save anyone from the chemical plant tragedy, Homelander's ratings rise in the aftermath. As he and Madeline leave the office, Homelander says that Black Noir did teach him a thing or two about being a superhero. We see Black Noir standing behind them again, sipping from his cup as the chapter in the mini-series ends. Our final thoughts. Homelander is shown somewhat differently in the final episode of The Boys Presents Diabolical, as he initially enters the Seven. Seeing his links to Noir and how the roles were inverted with Noir as the main character and Homelander as a sidekick helps shift the power balance. It's also remarkably effective in delving into Homelander's tumultuous history. The episode's ability to incorporate all of the boys' standard tropes and concepts works pretty well, and this one is a fantastic solo chapter to finish off the anthology. Overall, these 8 brief but densely packed episodes have wowed me. Diabolical is full of comedy, love, terror, loneliness, sadness, murder, betrayal and gore. It's an excellent series that's well worth the 2 hours it takes to see the first season. Hopefully a second season will come along soon. If you liked this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.